Having the ability to have full control of your lighting when doing photography or videography is paramount. These days, video lighting comes in all sorts of shapes and sizes with various controls, but there is one that really shines out above the others, which is the Weeylite WE9 RGB light broadcast ring light. The WE9 for me ticks all the boxes. It has high brightness, soft light, stable colour temperature, and it does have various lighting scene modes. I will leave a link in the description below for the Weeylite WE9 ring light. There's an awful lot of stuff going on with this light and you definitely need the manual. The good news is it's easily readable and in good English. The outer casing is made from white injection moulded ABS plastic. On the front is a non-removable white diffuser. On the bottom of the light can be found a 1/4 hole. For attaching cameras and other accessories above the control module is a cold shoe. To ensure that the light unit stays cool, there are air vents around the outer ring. And I must admit I really like the control interface on this ring light that has an OLED display. And another very nice feature is you can use your mobile phone with the app to control the light. Inside the box you will find other accessories like the ball joint that can connect onto the bottom of the light. This will give you good adjustment of the light when in use. For those who wish to use a mobile phone with the light, they do provide you with a mobile phone bracket. This has a cold shoe mount that fits onto the light, followed by a spring-loaded phone holder on the top, which will fit most phones. The spring-loaded phone holder also has a ball joint. This can be adjusted to suit your needs. Also included in the box is a very interesting tripod. This can also be used as an extension as it has a 1/4 stud on both ends. The centre extension is folded inside the tripod itself, but this is unscrewable and then screwed onto the top of the tripod to act as an extension. So for portability work this is ideal, but surprisingly it also has a facility that will enable you to stretch or lengthen the length of the tripod. This uses a twist and lock mechanism. For compactness and portability this certainly ticks all the boxes. The provided USB lead is approximately 1.5 meters in length. On one end has a micro USB-C and on the other end has the USB-A connector plugs. This will have two functions. One, it will be used as a charging lead for the light and also for charging other mobile devices in an emergency using the ring light as a power source. When you receive your light, don't forget to fill out the warranty card. You will get 12 months warranty with this LED ring light. The control panel is extremely easy to use compared to other lights I've used in the past. And as an added bonus you can use an app on your mobile phone, either Android or iOS, but we'll talk about that later. The amount of controls are minimal. The OLED display can be found in the centre. This does have a protective screen when you first get it, so don't forget to remove that. There are two push buttons, one for power and mode, a rotatable push button control knob, and finally two USB 5V in and out ports. Although they provide you with a 1.5 meter charging lead for your light, they do not provide you with an AC adapter. You will need to provide your own. This would need to be rated at 5V at 2A. Although a power adapter is the preferred way of charging up the battery inside the light, a power bank can also be used, and it is also possible to use the USB output on your computer again to charge up the light. The OLED display will show you the state of charge. When completed it will say full. When you're using your ring light for the first time, I would suggest that you fully charge it. This can take up to 2 hours to charge. The amount of usage on a fully charged battery can be up to 80 minutes depending upon the mode and brightness that you use with your ring light. Okay, I think it's time to start putting the light together. The actual dimensions of the light is 266mm or 10.38 of an inch in diameter. by 47mm, which is about 1 7/8 in thickness and weighs in only 350 grams or 12 ounces. Using the accessories provided inside the box, assembling the light to the tripod and also using the mobile bracket is extremely easy and simple, as you can see on the screen. There's an absolute ton of different scenarios when using your light. Personally, I'm not a person who uses or films with my mobile phone, but I do understand and know that there are a lot of people who use the mobile phones for everything, including filming and photography. So having the ability and the means to connect your mobile phone is extremely good. The only downside when using your mobile phone in this fashion is that you're unable to use the app at the same time as streaming your video. And obviously, to overcome this issue, you do have the controls on the light itself. To turn the light on, press and hold the power button for approximately 2 seconds. At that point, the OLED display will light, and also the last setting when you switched off your light will be displayed. When you first start using your light, I would suggest that you go through each and every function to familiarise yourself with it. It's not until you start using this light and seeing the amount of control you have over brightness, hue and saturation. Check out your manual, look at all the different channels and facilities that you've got in there. The manual is very good, it's in good English and it explains it all easily. There are slight differences when using an external power supply with the light or the internal batteries. As an example, with a power adapter connected, you'll get 1050 lumens, or batteries only will be 920 lumen. The maximum power is 12 watts on a power adapter and 8 watts when battery powered. There is a whole host of different scene effects if required. Normally the colour temperature range is between 2500 and 8500 Kelvin, and the brightness range here is between 0 and 100%. You have full control. There is a total of 132 LED beads. Now these are 44 cold white, 44 warm white and 44 RGB. To control the light using your mobile phone, there is an app you can download both on iOS and Android. Search for Weeylite app, download and install it. This is a free app and it does work extremely well with this light. It will enable you to control the light with your mobile phone up to 20 meters away. One thing to keep in mind here is that the channel number and the A or B or C must be the same on the app as it is on the control panel. There is no facility to change the letter or the channel number, so keep this in mind when using the app. Being able to change the hue, power, saturation using the app is definitely a bonus doing it remotely. There are so many scenarios that you can select and choose when using this light. In this case, I'm using an action camera connected onto the cold shoe in the centre of the light. These cameras are extremely light, so it enables me now to use the ball and socket arrangement on the light to position the camera. Remember that these lights can be used inside or outside as long as you've got it for light fill, and this is the important thing, as we've mentioned before, having the correct light. One thing that I really like is being able to use my larger cameras. I do not need to connect these to the ring light. I simply have a tripod behind and the ring light in front, filming through the ring light. As I keep mentioning, the different scenarios, different areas you're going to film, everything will be different. It's all trial, error and practice. In the end, you'll find yourself being able to set up the light in no time. For use on social media, it's easy to put a webcam in the centre of the light as shown. Okay, with the aid of the app now, I can easily change colours. Again, switch the light on. Once the light's switched on there, the camera can fit into the centre point on there, but I can actually change the colour of the lighting, which is extremely good and exciting. You can increase or decrease the amount of light, turn it down or turn it up, or you can just use your finger to change the hue. So great control, and no issues or problems with that at all. For me, I've been very happy with that. Again, I can turn the lighting off if I want, or turn it on at will, and do any changes and alterations through the app here. Extremely good, very happy with it. Okay, so you're not going to change the light whilst you're chatting to your favourite person on social media. Normally you would set the light up and away you go, that's it. The versatility of this ring light, for me, I found it extremely good. The light's good, control's good, the app is brilliant. So if you are in the market for a ring light or a fill light, this is definitely well worth considering. I hope you found this information of use to you. Thank you for watching.